Jason Love, I trusted you to pork my wife. And it seems like that clout is getting to your head because you're talking real spicy and I ain't really feeling it. Number one, the angle of the dangle is more important than the cubic of the pubic. That's number one. Number two, my D game, when I'm serving it, man, it's just like your mom's home cooking because there's a special ingredient. It's called love. You ever heard of it? Number three, don't make me expose you. And you know what I'm talking about. It could get real messy out here. Number four, you don't want problems moving around in these LA streets because I can make that happen. I'm very well connected. And number five, you are officially blacklisted from smashing my wife again. Show some respect.
It's like you want younger women.
Months ago, when most of his employees left No Jumper and he was once again exposed, you can find it. Taco even has his own.
Shalom, shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. Name is only begotten Son, named Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And I'm a little under the weather. You know, I got, I've been, my throat's all scratchy and stuff, so bear with me. But however you may have it, the work must be done. So I want to touch on this topic with Adam 22, Lena the Plug, and Jason Love, okay, and this adulterous situation that's been pushed before the whole world. All right, I saw this video right here. It's from the channel The Truth Is, and they make some very good points. So I want to touch on that, what they said. But you see now in the previous video how Adam 22 is now, threatening this man and stuff, and really it's all about clout. We showed you the way this world is going is very sick and perverse, okay, and why the Most High must destroy this place, man. So let's go here first, because you had Jason Love talking about the situation, and he was bragging, talking shit pretty much, and a lot of stuff was said, a lot of foul and disgusting things that I don't even want to repeat. I was going to play it, but I was like, nah, it don't even matter. But the guy Jason Love is a Jake, he's an Israelite, but they all talking about money, and it's for the money, it's for the bag. Listen, man, money ain't everything, man. Okay, money is not everything. All right. Basically they were talking about how there was obviously I didn't watch the scene or whatever, but from the after interviews, they're saying how this man let this other man, Adam 22, let this other man pop his wife and mother of his child, okay, for money. Pretty much he prostituted her out for money. And then they're saying how she was eating the excursions and stuff, a bunch of weird stuff going on, between these different individuals, and now it's becoming more of a problem because now they're all upset with each other. But this is what America promotes. This is what America pushes. And I'm gonna say this, even in these last times, it's only going to get worse, man. So before I play this video, I want to grab a few scriptures, and we'll grab more as we go. It says, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding, which adultery means if a man sleeps with a woman that already has a man, or if you women that are not single, if you sleep with any man, that's adultery. It says, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. And the guy Jason Love, you can tell he's a damn doorknob, he don't really understand much, and like they said, it's about the money. It says, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. And that's what happens, when you commit that kind of act, you are destroying your own soul. The Lord's going to destroy that man. It says, a wound and a dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So you got this guy Adam 22 now threatening the guy, talking about you don't want to play in these LA streets and such. So things are starting to get, spicy, you know. And it's really Adam 22's own fault because he the one that allowed his woman to do that, you know. But now it's coming back to bite, it's coming back to bite. And he don't like it too much, man. Okay, he don't like it too much, Everybody making fun of him, people talking shit. All right, it's a lot of stuff going on. It says, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 26, for by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Yep, and that's what's going on. This man, like I said, he's trying to make it all about money now. But now you've been brought low, you've been disrespected. You got this man that's respecting you that just, he talking about you pork my wife. Nah, nigga, you sign up for that shit. It's all for money. I'm gonna grab this last one and we'll continue with the video. Proverbs 30, verse 20, it says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. And when you hear her interview, they interviewed obviously after it happened. She said how when she called Adam 22 after the scene, she didn't want to talk about it. She just, asked him what did he want to eat, we're going to bring him food or whatever. And then she said how they were laying in the bed and, he asked her questions and he got all upset about it and stuff. Because this is off, man. He's talking about how, he loves the woman, but you allow her to go do such a thing. But in this video, we're going to show you the reason why. Okay, the darker reason why, what's going on in the world and these things, and why these things are happening. All right, so let's play this video, and then from there, we're going to grab a few scriptures.
Show coming soon. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, Truth Network, now. You can find it tagged in the description of this video or on my channel page. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. Adam 22 is back in the headlines once again for all the wrong reasons. We all remember Adam's last trending moment a few months ago when most of his employees left No Jumper and he was once again exposed for his past inappropriate.
Now, I want to say something real quick. Adam 22, he got, pretty much, exposed for being a racist. And a lot of his, that you see his co-hosts, they were Jakes. And they all left him and pretty much said how he was saying some, doing some racist things and being a demon. They all had a different story about this guy being a demon, man. So this guy is definitely a demon, all right? But also, he because of that, he started losing a lot of, views on his podcast and his channel. So they're saying that he did this whole scene thing, and it happened right after, they got married. So like if they got married or whatever, him and his wife got married, it was a big thing all over the internet or whatever. Other times I'm not trying to spam me, but it was all over the internet or whatever. And then like a week later or 2 weeks later after they got married, they do this scene. Okay, they had did this scene, or she did this scene with this porn star Jason Love, I believe his name is. Okay, so this is going to explain. They're going to explain why they did this, man. All right, but I want to touch that point right there. Okay, that's why the scripture says. Let me grab this too, man. Before we go any further, because Jake finding out who the devil is, man. Okay, he found out who the devil is, and I also learned things in this video that I didn't know about Adam 22, how he comes from a politician family, and whatnot. So a lot of stuff is coming out. It says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So these jakes, they joined his platform, and then what? The iron started to rust. He started to become a demon, man, and they all end up leaving. All right, let's play some more.
Actions. Now, months later, Adam is once again back in the headlines due to yet more controversy. The reason Adam 22...
By the way, I want to say this too. You had this guy, Alizar of the Sakari, went to No Jumper and did an interview with those guys, which all they promote is gang culture and evil and wickedness, man. Why would you go over there? Scripture says, what fellowship does light have with darkness? So why would you even go on this platform? Now all this shit coming out about No Jumper and all the weird shit going on over there, and that's pretty much a stain on the ministry, man. What you doing over there interviewing those guys? We should be looking for no fucking interviews, period. All the Lord said, go out there and teach the word, man. Just go teach the word. You ain't gotta be looking for clout and all this other bullshit, man. Let's play.
Who is currently trending is because he announced to the world that he has let his newly wedded wife and the mother of his only child shoot an adult.
His only child. Okay, The mother of his only child. That's ridiculous.
Film scene with another man. This news has shocked the world, as many can't believe Adam would not only let his wife do this, but be the one who seems to be encouraging this. A couple days back, Adam announced to the world that he had just let his wife go off and do a scene with another man while on his podcast.
I have an announcement. I just want to break it to you guys so that you guys all know what's going on, which is basically after 7 years with my girl, after 7 years together,
years.
doing
7 years. All right, so this guy sold out, man. He pretty much sold his wife out just to make more money. Okay, which shows you that these Edomites ain't right. They got some serious problems. Okay. But you know, that, you know, and then people try to correct him. People try to, you know, tell him where he was going off at, and he was making all these excuses, man. To but the money. You know, so this is a very, very wicked and sinful generation, man, an adulterous generation. Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved. Anybody who tried to reprove him, he couldn't be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. And this is what that man did. He talking about money. Oh, but the money. Oh, we gonna retire early. You trying to find an excuse instead of taking a reproof and saying, damn, you know what? Maybe I did something wrong. You know, people was telling him like, hey, yeah. You know, even Andrew Tate went over there and interviewed him. You know, saying that, hey, yeah, hey, that's off, bro. That shit is wicked. You know, and now he's in the headlines for being upset. Now the guy that he allowed to pork his wife, talking about, you know, doing violence to this very man. All right. It says a man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear. Even when of himself he hath done without counsel. Yeah, so you ain't think to ask nobody, hey, this is a good idea. No, he just went, you know, and really I believe, like we believe that this man this is all a part of a damn industry ploy to become to become richer, man. You know. Also, you had this like, you know, these podcasts, whatever. But you had another podcast which is I forgot what it's called. Oh, $1 million worth of game or something like that. With Gilly the Kid. I was gonna do a video on that as well. How this man, you know, now his podcast is the #1 most paid podcast in the world. And then as this information comes out, his son, you know, reportedly died, got shot and killed. Okay, so a lot of these, you know, people in this industry, they do a lot of wicked things for fame, man. They do a lot of wicked things for money, for notoriety in this world, and it's not good for themselves, nor is it good for the you know, the people in the world. Okay, they're pushing a vibration in the world that is wicked. All right, so yep.
much the whole time, but we got more and more deeper into the conversation. We decided, we've been having this conversation for a year.
Okay.
She shot her first ever scene with another man.
Many people were left with many questions. Is Adam into some strange things, or does he really just lack any amount of morality? According to Adam, he let his wife Lena do this scene to further her career in the adult industry. He claims that her fans desperately wanted to see his wife be with another man. Adam then claims that this was the best financial opportunity for them both, admitting that he is encouraged to let her do this because of the potential money it would make him. Essentially, Adam is openly admitting to the world that he has no issue selling his wife for his financial gain. In my opinion, this all goes deeper than just money. I believe this was Adam's attempt at a comeback since his downfall a few months ago. After most of Adam's on-screen employees left no jumper and Adam was exposed, his channel viewership dropped significantly. He was getting a quarter of the amount of views he used to get on his...
He was being exposed for being a racist. He was being exposed for doing some evil, demonic, you know, shit to his co-host, man. You know, they all felt betrayed by this man, because at the end he turned out to be just that, a Edomite devil, man. All right, he's an Edomite devil, and he showed himself to be Edomite devil in the whole world. And his co-host, you know, exposed him for that, you know.
New content. His audience had obviously abandoned him. With all that Adam was exposed for, his audience had finally had enough of him. Adam knew if he didn't come up with something to get eyes back on him, he wouldn't be able to repair the sinking ship he was on. If you looked at any of Adam's on-screen appearances after the downfall of the channel, he seemed depressed and clearly was feeling the heat. This is when I believe he came up with this disturbing plan. I believe sometime before the wedding, a light bulb lit up in Adam's head. He was going to turn his wedding and wife into the very solution that would save his channel. See, it's obvious everything about this is planned out. Even those talking bad about it are a part of this very plan. This was Adam's final attempt at a comeback, and he is in a weird way succeeding. Adam is in a way, currently in real time, sacrificing his wife for his career. This is a literal figurative example of what Adam is doing for a comeback. Adam knew that if he let Lena do this scene after the wedding.
Now this is the guy Jason Love, the porn star, and his wife. This is the picture that came out all over the world after they got married, you know, as they shot this scene. This is the picture that came out all over the world, you know. So this, like I said, this is a very adulterous and sinful generation, man. You know, they call them good evil and evil good. All right, but we know the consequences of this thing, and this is why Adam 22 is now upset with this guy Jason Love. You know, he's pretty much been humiliated, and you know, but like I said, this is all for money. You know, in that industry they have something called humiliation rituals. All right, where they'll cause you to humiliate yourself in order for more fame and notoriety and money.
They would be trending for it. Adam knew if he would have let Lena do the scene before they were married, it would be less controversial. So he planned it to happen after she would become his wife. Adam is literally telling people like DJ Academics to talk about this in order to promote it to the fans.
Adam hit me. Adam was like, "You don't think you went a little bit too hard? I know we talked about this." I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I went light. You know, he also did confirm to me as well, their OnlyFans numbers is off the charts. Sign-ups have been amazing, ridiculous, out of this world. Again, I only kind of talked about it because I felt, you know, Adam basically told me, like, you know, we good sports, like, we nice, cool.
He is tweeting about how his wife's business is not the same after hooking up with.
Every American family that lives in Florida should hear about this health program.
The government is basically giving me 1,000.
That guy. Adam even went as far as inviting his wife onto his podcast episode to talk about doing that scene. I was uncomfortable watching Adam ask his wife these questions. It became more and more obvious that Adam 22 is an agent of chaos and destruction. He is using his...
Adam 22 is an agent of chaos and destruction. And anybody that's in this world, that's in this, you know, that has that fame and notoriety in this world, they too are also agents of chaos and destruction. Okay? You see the guy, he got tattoos all over his body. He got, you know, all types of Illuminati symbols all over his body, and, you know, satanic symbols all over his body. So he's so I got agent for chaos and destruction. And this is the vibration they're pushing to the masses, and to the youth. Nowadays, people are doing anything to get some type of fame. Okay, clout chasing.
Platform to push a destructive agenda. Marriage is a bond by two that is enforced by not only the law, but by the will of God. Adam has made it clear many times that he is against God. He literally has an inverted cross tattooed on his face. So it's no surprise that he has no respect for the principles of marriage. He is now pushing content that destroys those very principles. He is pushing this agenda through his platform, and sadly, so many people are affected by this. Adam knew exactly what he was doing. He knew the elite above.
This too, man. When I honestly, I don't watch much of Adam 22's content. You know, he's an Edomite, you know. But the other day, I watched this guy the other day, man. I was just watching him. If you hear him speak, first of all, he talked like an Edomite for sure. Full-blooded Edo. But it's the eyes are the windows of the soul, man. And his eyes just threw me the fuck off. The way he was like blinking and, you know, making his eyes all big and stuff. It was just, it's very demonic. Okay, very demonic. You know, things going on with this individual. All right, and it's only going to increase and get worse. All right, we're in a time we're about to see more of these demons, you know, be exposed, and more of these demons going to come out. You know, so if you watch any of his interviews, pay attention to his eyes, and anybody's eyes. That's why these guys be wearing glasses and shit. You know, another reason why we don't wear glasses when we teach and stuff, man. You don't supposed to go out there with some shades on. A man's supposed to be able to see your eyes, because the eyes going to tell it all, man. Well, who forgot who said that, but they said it's the eyes. It's the eyes. The eyes don't lie, Chico. You know. So you gotta look at these people, these individuals' eyes. You can tell that they fucking deep demonic as hell. All right, let's play some more.
Would be happy of him for further corrupting the morals of the masses. Just like he knew people would be shocked about him doing this, and he would have all eyes back on No Jumper. Taco, when you saw all of this, what did you think about it?
I was surprised, especially after all the money they just spent on that wedding and the grand spectacle they made out of it. And it feels like it was just yesterday he was in the headlines for those dark reasons that we talked about. Now he's back in the headlines, and it seems like he's getting a ton of publicity, or we'll call it infamy, for exploiting his wife. Because from everything that I've seen, it looks like he's orchestrated this whole thing in conjunction with her, but he's definitely been an advocate for it. Well, he's pretty much perversing the sanctity of marriage, kind of like what you said. And all for what? Money and some infamy. I call it infamy because it's not really fame if you're being famous for the wrong reasons, you know? And I think we can all agree exploiting your wife to step out on your marriage, even if it's for business, is definitely wrong.
You know, you said something very interesting right there. That is infamy because he's being famous for the wrong reasons. But if you think about it, a lot of people nowadays are famous for the wrong reasons. Even Kim Kardashian, one of the biggest pop culture celebrities in the world, she's famous for the wrong reason. She's famous for doing a scene with Ray J, and that's really just saying a lot about the culture we live in, where it's no longer infamy because rappers are famous for catching bodies and for being the realest criminal and thug that they could possibly be. That would be considered for the wrong reasons, in my opinion, but the masses, they see that as it's for the right reasons, as he's so real and so authentic. And same thing with Kim Kardashian. Right. She's being her true self and all this. This is what our world is becoming. And people like Adam that are pushing this agenda is the very reason this is happening. They're normalizing these kind of activities. They're trying to convince people to play their lives just like this. Another thing that you mentioned that's important was the fact that they just spent all that money on their wedding. That's another reason why I believe they saw this as a good financial opportunity as well. But it's like I said, I don't think this is the only reason they did it. Adam is an obvious Masonic puppet. He has all the nicks and crannies that will tell you that he sold his soul and took that Masonic oath. Not only is he covered in Masonic...
He said he sold his soul and took that Masonic oath. Yeah. So this individual right here, Adam 22, he's definitely a demon. All right.
Did it. Adam is... Another thing that you mentioned that's important was the fact that they just spent all that.
And also, you know, hey man, like they said, marriage is a very, you know, sanctified thing, man. You know, but they're trying to, you know, pretty much make that you know, pretty much, you know, they're pretty much taking it for a game, for a joke. I want to go here, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 3. If any man teach otherwise, and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, not according to wickedness, you know, sin or adultery, according to godliness. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doteth about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds. And this guy's a man of a corrupt mind. Okay, and they say how he sold out, man. It says, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. And that was their whole thing. Oh, the money, we made money. So they suppose that gain is God. They're trying to use that money and that gain as a cloak for their malicious works, man. It says, and this is what's going on in the world nowadays too. Everybody making it about money. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. So godliness with contentment, being content and being in the spirit of, you know, the Most High is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and in a certain we can carry nothing out. So, hey, the Lord can have where you may did all this for all this money and fame, and your ass die the next day. You know, what was it really for? You know, and also a great name is very important, man. You want to have a good name. You don't want to just have all this, you know, demonic stuff, you know, behind your name, man. You know, scripture talk about that, about having a good name and a good report. And I was showing that this individual, Adam 22, does not have a good name or a good report, which he's a human anyways, you know. So it says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, man. So the people that are rich, people that are in this world, they fall into many temptations and snares, okay, and many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. And that's what's coming to these individuals, man. Okay, here's the point. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Because you love that money, you'll do all type of wickedness, man. You'll push and promote all type of, evil, disgusting acts. It says, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Now this guy want to, threaten this individual. You let the man pork your wife, now you want to threaten him? It says, but thou, O man of the Most High, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou are also called, and has professed a good profession before many witnesses, man. And you want to make sure in this life that you have professed a good profession before many witnesses, not no wicked shit, man. Okay? Not no wicked shit. Let me go here. Let's go here. It says, Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe, which means destruction, unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Okay, so they ain't going by the expectations and ways of the Most High anymore. They're doing their own thing, man.
Money on their wedding. That's another reason why I believe they saw this as a good financial opportunity as well. But it's like I said, I don't think this is the only reason they did it. Adam is an obvious Masonic puppet. He has all the nicks and crannies that will tell you that he so did so and took that Masonic oath. Not only is he covered in Masonic tattoos and occultic tattoos, but he also comes directly from a family of politicians that's connected directly to the Clinton family. Adam 22 knows exactly what he is doing, and he knows exactly.
I didn't know that, man. These individuals don't come out of nowhere. Okay, look at the smoke. The smoke looks like it's a demon with horns. But yeah, these individuals don't come out of nowhere, man. They're all industry plants, put there to further pervert the masses, man. And this is my video on this topic. I kind of waited, me personally, man. I'll wait. I don't be in a rush to do videos on certain topics until all the facts come out. Scripture says, let me grab it real quick. About understand first, then rebuke. Cause there's a lot that goes on behind these different situations, man. And you want to you want to be able to put it all on the forefront. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter or Sirach chapter 11 verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in their midst of their talk. Okay, so blame not before thou hast examined the truth, and understand first then rebuke. So I want to understand where all this is coming from first. Obviously the obvious, adultery, the damn marriage and the wedding and whatnot. But I wanted to understand, what was the deeper meaning and the deeper reason behind all this, and that's why I want to touch on this topic in this video and pretty much just make it, plain and clear what's going on in these, circles, man.
What agenda needs to be pushed, and that's what he's been pushing through his tattoos. But he also comes directly from a family of politicians that's connected directly to the Clinton family. Adam 22 knows exactly what he is doing, and he knows exactly what agenda needs to be pushed, and that's what he's been pushing through his channel. Look at the things that are pushed through Adam's channel. He pushes this adult stuff with his wife, these adult scenes and all this stuff, and plug talk, whatever he calls it. He also pushes gang culture, anything that destroys the urban community that he claims to champion when he doesn't. He is the perfect example of an agent. He came within to destroy, and ever since he's arrived, that's all he's been doing. He's been using everybody around him. Now he's even using his very own wife, the mother of his child, to further his career, to make him bigger, to keep him growing, because he saw his potential downfall so close, and it completely freaked him out.
Looking at this and thinking about it too, it unfortunately makes sense. Like, after his last stint in the media where everyone was looking at him and he was being exposed for his past and the things that he had done,
Are you having trouble paying for healthcare, rent, gas, groceries, and other bills? Then you've got to see this. The government.
This is what he does. Something else to get him back into the media and to get people to look away from that, you know, to look at something else. And he took it to a whole nother extreme. As opposed to doing something positive to clear his name or to show people like, hey, you know, this is who I am and this is my family. Instead, he exploits his family. We talk about selling your soul. We talk
That's
about
some demonic shit, bro. That's not the spirit of a man. And everybody doing these little videos on this topic, they all coming to the same conclusion. Adam 22 is not a man. Okay, this is a fucking cult, a damn punk, you know. But for you to exploit your own wife and mother of your child for money and fame, that is the epitome of a bitch, you know. And a bitch ass nigga, really, you know, a bitch of a man, you know. And anybody who, you know, you know, I believe I saw one of the brothers put in the chat the other day. You had some nigga, you know, saying he'll do the same thing, but you had most people saying that I wouldn't do it, you know. And anybody in the right mind wouldn't do it, but most people are not in their right mind anymore.
taking an oath. And I feel like this is a form of taking an oath because he's literally perversing the sanctity of a marriage for money and infamy. I mean, I can't get in line with it. And even the aftermath of it all, the way that he's capitalizing and doing interviews with people like Whack 100 and with Lena herself, and even with the gentleman that performed with her in the video, he's obviously milking this for every last penny that you can get. And to me, it's disgusting.
Right, milking this for every last penny you can get. And I believe he did do an interview with the individual, man. You know, so it's a lot of weird shit going on.
It's known at this point that Adam is known for lacking accountability. He won't take fault for what he knows he did wrong. He continues to spin the narrative and puts the blame on everybody else. Like recently, I actually saw him.
That's some evil shit to try to spin a narrative and put blame on everybody else and never, you know, take accountability to your bullshit. Don't be that guy, man. You know, and that's the spirit that's being promoted and pushed in this world, is that, oh, it's okay, you can do whatever you want to do as long as it feels right to you. No, man. You know, that shit is off, and the Lord going to destroy these spirits that's pushing that type of vibration and this type of vibration in the earth, man. Don't get it twisted. You will have to answer for all your works. The Lord's going to reward you for all your works on earth, whether it be good or bad.
For what he knows he did wrong. He continues to spin the narrative and puts the blame on everybody else. Like recently, I actually saw him speaking to China Mac, and China Mac was trying to press him, trying to see if Adam would admit that what he did to House Phone was incorrect, and what he did to the other employees that left, and also interviewing that Richard Spencer guy. China Mac was trying to get Adam to admit that this was all wrong, you know, just to get an apology out of Adam. And Adam refused. He would not. He would continue to say that he had no reason to apologize. That is my point. He doesn't care what he does. It's not wrong or right. He already has admitted that. He not only does he not believe in God, but he doesn't care about morality or morals. All he cares about is making money and serving this agenda that allows him to make more money. Just like Academic said, like we exposed in the last video, why Drake is now painting his nails, is because Drake had to continue to push the agenda. This is the modern agenda if he wanted to continue to succeed. If Drake doesn't do what the others are doing, they're going to get rid of him and replace him with someone that does. Adam 22 happily does whatever they tell him to do. Just like we see with Bad Bunny and all the rest of these people that rise to the top. Adam knew this was the perfect way to please everybody. He's gotten the attention of the masses like this, and he's going to continue to do things like this because, unfortunately, there's so many guys out there that would buy into this and give him that attention. It's being ran on TMZ, it's being ran just about everywhere, and it's becoming obvious that he's about to win off of this play. Unfortunately, he shouldn't be getting this attention, you know?
But like you mentioned earlier, though, same thing with like drill music and the artists that we're seeing popular in all streaming platforms and the music videos everywhere these days. It's that same agenda. It seems like the agenda of sin. It seems like embracing the bad things, you know, where people want to go out and do the things that are fun, even if they're not right or accepted. You know what I mean? Like, look at some of the songs that are trending online now and what they're saying and what they're implying people should do. So, like, this is all in line with the agenda that's being pushed. Him pretty much selling his wife out for clout, him selling his wife out for money. It's in the agenda. And I hate to say it, like, they have a child together. What's going to happen in the future when this child grows up? Are they going to be grown up in that kind of culture where that's okay?
You know, funny that you say that because I just saw a clip of Lena saying that, oh, I'm going to raise my daughter not to judge people like Adam or me. But that's not what she needs to be worried about. She needs to be worried about her daughter being judged because of her parents' sins. Her parents' sins are going to be all over her, whether she likes it or not. Kids nowadays, the moment they get a hold of this information, the school she's in, she has a problem with any other girl. This is the first line of attack that they're going to use. Yeah, the daughter might not go judge her mom and her dad, but guess what? The world is definitely going to judge her. And that's just the way life works. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's like I said, it's how life works. And Adam and Lena did not protect their daughter. They actually gave people ammo to use against their very own child. They actually created their problem for their daughter. And according to Adam, they're going to have more children.
So this ain't going to last long, man. This whole marriage thing, you see the smiles and the pictures, this is going to be a disaster very soon. Watch.
Because they want to make money right now. So not only is Adam sacrificing his wife, his morals, but he's also sacrificing the sanity of his own children when they have to deal with the aftermath of this when they're older, you know?
At this point, it's safe to say that he doesn't care about the sanctity of his home, you know? I think relevancy is more important to Adam.
Listen up. They don't want us to know about this. So if you're struggling to pay your bills, pay attention because this will get taken down again.
Then keeping his family healthy, in my opinion, you know?
Like, think about it. If this is not the perfect example of a man that sold his soul and is willing to sacrifice everything, what is? Your home. What people go out and sacrifice for and sell their souls for is to be able to bring back stuff to their home, to their wife, to their kid, to their moms, to their family. Adam is even sacrificing that to be on top. Not even what's in his very own home, his kingdom, what he works so hard for. He is willing to sacrifice that to see it grow even bigger. That is literally the ultimate form of a sellout. We already seen countless examples of what Adam stands for, and it's obvious. He sold his soul long ago to be in the position he is. And everybody around him is disposable. He's willing to sacrifice whoever's in front of him to get what he wants. He goes around making fake friendships, using whoever he can. Now it's Brick Baby and everyone else he got in there. Before it was AD, and before that it was House Phone. He uses you. When he's done with you, he throws you in the trash. And in this very moment, he's doing the same thing with his wife. So don't be surprised if in a few months they get a divorce, he throws her out of the picture and starts a whole new life because he only used her for this moment. And I'm not saying his entire relationship was planned for this.
Look at his fucking hand, bro. Look what's on his hand. That's Baphomet right there, man. Baphomet right there on his hand. Okay, a horned goat. So these individuals are very satanic, man. These individuals are very satanic. Let's go to Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world, all the money, all the fame, all the notoriety, all the houses and cars and clothes and shoes and whatever the fuck, women? What shall a man gain if he gain? What if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And this guy, Adam 22, unfortunately, he gave his family, man. He gave his family, his children, and his wife, you know, for, you know, the world, for riches and fame. Mark 8:37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And that's what he did. You know, he sold out. You know, he sold out, and now it's being pushed to the whole world. You know, and look, they're holding up a damn picture of a sonogram. You know. She probably pregnant with this other dude baby. You know, apparently he, you know, busted in her. And then she got freaky and was eating the shit, man. You know, they had to go back to him that same night and kiss him all over the mouth. You know, all type of weird shit going on, man. This is a very, very sick and adulterous generation, bro. And this place must burn. This is why the Lord must destroy this place with thermonuclear fire and the individuals like this, man. Ain't gonna be no more of this shit going on in our kingdom. This shit is gonna be eradicated off the face of the earth. And these motherfuckers gonna be too busy in slavery to even think twice. And if you do think twice, we gonna read your mind and obliterate you on sight. All right.
But he's been using her the entire time. Adam claims that Lena was doing all of this when they met, but
she gonna have a damn mental breakdown, bro. She gonna lose her mind pretty soon. This shit going, all this, you know, spirit she allowing into her body, it's gonna have a mental toll on her. She's gonna lose her mind. Right now, she's about this money, she's smiling, but she's a damn idiot. You know, she's gonna be the one that has that meltdown.
It's not true. When Adam met Lena, he brought her on to Academics' platform and was basically offering Lena to Academics in order for Academics to essentially promote Adam 22, just to give Adam 22 clout because he was trying to come up. So it shows from the very beginning that Adam was willing to sacrifice her from the start.
There's shit into the Israelite community, man. You know, you might don't watch this shit. Jake will be watching this shit. So they're pushing this wicked demonic vibration upon Jake.
Thing around him that he holds sacred, because this is a man that has denounced God and has literally said that the existence of God is stupid. This is what a man with no morals looks like. This is what a man with no God looks like. Well, we're gonna end it right there. I appreciate.
Like I said, go. You can subscribe to this channel. The truth is great channel, man. And you know, I really started just watching them after I seen this video. And they got some good videos, so I may even do more, you know, videos on their videos. But I pray this has been edifying, so I pray it's been informative. I pray that you know, get more understanding on the situation and the world that we live in. I just want to show this different, you know, perspective of this whole situation, you know, rather than just talking shit about what they did. You know, find out the reason why they did these things, and the reason, you know, of, you know, this different, you know, things and situations going on in society today, and what it leads to, man. All right, nothing but great death and destruction is coming to these people and individuals like this in this world. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Baba Ball. Shalom.